And is this a magic sword?
It is +1.
All right, so +1, +2 from arcane strike.
And then his level.
From arcane strike +5.
5.
All right. Well, this probably won't be insignificant. Yeah, 32 damage. Enjoy.
Go! Oh! That alone bloodied him. 20, 50 damage. Oh, all right. You're the better sword. You're the better swordsman, is what he says. He looks like he wants to give up. Just don't hit me in the face, is what he says.
I will accept your surrender.
Is up.
Arlen.
Arlen's still going.
Arlen, you could wheel up to the horse and heal it with a channel.
I want to go to the horse, heal it. I would like to see what my ride check is. I don't know what it is, but I'd like to get to the horse and heal it, like grab the reins, heal it.
Okay, Roger looks like he's already grabbed the reins of the horse.
I don't have map tools right now. I can't
That's
see what's
fine.
actually.
You're
Arlen
two.
wants to get on the horse's back.
Okay, so give me a d20 roll, a ride check.
Go ahead. I'm on a phone, man.
You had to double move to get up to it.
Oh, okay.
Roll
Then
the
quick
16.
channel.
What's that?
Double move, then
Quick
quick
channel.
channel. Or there's no need because I'm not gonna be able to save the channel till next round.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't think you have any ranks in ride, Arlen. Let's have a quick look here. And your dex is 10. So you're kind of grasping at the back of the horse. What are you doing? Says Roger. Just heal it. The horse almost kicked you, but Roger's like moving its back end away from you, kind of leading the horse around. What are you doing? Is what he says.
Stupid beast.
That was Arlen, then Ugg. I think Ugg is still running to save Edward. Yeah, he's at least one run away. He moves at 160. He's almost there. He's like, don't let him grab me. Don't let him grab me. That's what Valen says. Roger is still fucking around with the horse with Arlen. The two of them haven't got their shit together. Valen is submitting. He tosses his sword at Edward's feet and has got his hands up, like he's giving up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arlen, then Ugg. So I guess no, sorry, Eddie. We forgot Eddie.
Edward tells him, on your knees. On your knees.
Get
And
on
I
your
have some.
so I will stab you through the yellows. Hey.
And I have some bad news. He's going to grab you.
He kind of whimpers. He's whimpering because he doesn't want to get grabbed. But he's whimpering also because of the crossbow bolt that almost made his ear explode, and then this horrible burn wound that he's got over half of his body, on one side of his body from Edward's slice. Ugg does walk up to him and basically grabs his head and just sort of picks him up with his head facing forward and is marching him back to camp. Edward scoops up the scimitar, kind of just sticks his foot underneath and scoops it up, and or the rapier, sorry, and has got both blades in his hands as everyone is marched back. Eventually, the horse is healed. You're using a channel.
Yeah. I'm gonna exclude what's his name? Valen.
Yeah, Valen's not back yet. I'm going to tick off that you used one channel.
Yep, that's fine.
And Roger then hops up onto the horse. You want up, buddy?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. He pulls you up onto the horse, kind of in front of him, and then he holds onto you and the horse's reins as he rides the horse up. But by the time you guys do that, you already see Ugg and Edward walking back with Valen. Valen has submitted, and he looks very injured. Please don't hurt me. I just wanted to get to the inn. To scout out, really.
Sense motive. I'm gonna go with Ugg on this one because I just trust him to do everything.
Arlen doesn't believe this is crap. He's expecting this from day one. Just gag him, get it over with.
You're all right. Ugg's little arm grabs a little piece of cloth off of his own armor or off of his clothing and just stuffs it into his mouth. It smells. All right, so you've got him
That
gagged.
used to be my loincloth.
We'll have to wait for Mortenzi and see what's going on. He should be back from scouting any moment.
Valen looks really injured. He's looking up at you, like kind of pointing at his wound.
Oh no! You're gonna ride that.
Oh, he looks really dejected and now a little bit afraid. Yeah, you want me to end him? This is Roger saying, pointing his crossbow at his face as he's riding around at his horse.
No, I think he's gonna be more than willing to tell us what he was planning. Aren't you, Valen? Right. Let's get back.
Okay.
Make sure everything's all right back there.
You go and Roger lowers you down into the chair. Edward pushes the chair all the way back. Ugg has basically got one hand on Valen, roughshotting him around.
Do we have any manacles?
You'll have to look. I think some. You
Think
have some
some
manacles?
We have a cage with 3 angry dwarves.
Would have been there. Would have been the cage.
You can stick him in the cage. Okay, you ride all the way back to the rear end of your caravan. Barrack Tarn has keys, and you soon are sticking Valen into the back of the cage with the 4 very non-conversant dwarven slaves that Radimer's been carting halfway across the continent. Yagog, Youngrumi, and Yukog. Valen's like, I'm sure that we could come to some sort of different accommodations, and one of the dwarves just goes up to him, sticks his knee in the back of Valen's knee, pulls him down to the ground, and the other one just sticks his finger up, like, be quiet. Oh, all right, I'll sit here. I'll be quiet. Yep. Barrack Tarn just looks back to the rest of you and moves up ahead. Radimer, by this point in time, is wandering back to see what the fuck's going on. What is going on? Radimer asks.
It appears that Valen, well, you're well aware that we sent Mortenzi ahead to scout. It appears that Valen got too excited and wanted to run off. Not sure why.
You notice that Radimer kind of scares the dwarves. They all look away like they're not looking directly at him. He paused for a moment and took note of that.
It's because in the middle of the night when we're all sleeping, he has the undead ghost around the cage and just shake.
Radimer is a creepy dude.
Yeah.
Iggy Necropop, as we've been calling him. He pulls the gag out. He's got it in his hand. The aroma is wonderful. He's lying.
So apparently, Valen decided to run off on his own very recklessly towards where Mortenzi was scouting.
Yeah, he almost got this horse killed. This is a good horse, is what Roger says.
Congratulations, Roger. Did you like your new horse?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Excellent.
I'm going to call it Good Horse.
It's unfortunate that someone abandoned it here. It would have died if we hadn't gotten here. So, Valen. Come now.
I'm so very injured. I lost a duel against your spell mages. It hurts. And my ears all fucked up.
We'll deal with that.
He touches the blood and he's putting it out. He's putting it out towards you.
I wouldn't show weakness in front of the dwarves.
Are you not? He glances behind him. Are you not a healer?
appeal to the ones that are on my side. Now, if you'll explain yourself, I may heal you.
I'll be on your side, that's what he says with a smile.
Do you want me to ask the dwarfs to gag you? No, yes, you don't. So I'll ask quietly. What's up ahead? And by the way, Mortenzi should return, and if he doesn't, your life is forfeit.
Are you bluffing, or are you...
No, if he doesn't return, we're gonna use this guy, like, put him up, put a knife to his throat, and walk in. He's good as dead if Mortenzi doesn't come back.
Okay. He looks... Well... I could trade some information that might be important to you for my freedom. Huh?
Your freedom will not happen until we get to Vatapor.
Vatapor?
Wait, aren't we getting to Vatapor?
Yeah. He looks worried. I've got no intention of going to Vatapor. And then he waits for that to sink in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We release you, we'll get ambushed. You stay with us till we get there. Then you can leave when we get to the gates.
Deal, he says. So, I was hired as a guide, and I did guide you around some patrols and back away from some back roads with some nasty bandits, and then there's that crazy family that lives in Blackbond. We didn't go there.
What's ahead of us, Valen? Stop playing around.
Yes, the Dusty Bow Roadside Inn is ahead of us. And, well, you see, I knew the Countess was coming this way, and the Countess has, you know how nobles are, bickering and squabbling over whose family is better.
Sure Countess can hear this.
He looks worried. She probably doesn't want to hear this. That's why she hired all of you. To protect her.
So let me ask you this then. Who and how many are waiting ahead of us?
Let's just say that there's a rival of her family waiting at the roadside inn.
No deal. We're gonna trade you. We're just gonna give you to the prison guard and probably watch you in the arena.
But I told you. I'll tell you. It's Lord. It's. You realize that he is a butcher.
He looks over at the dwarves and the rest of the gang that's with us. It's like...
No, I mean he's a butcher. Well, most nobles feign and fawn and go to court and dance at balls and sign contracts. This man believes in the old ways. This man believes that he can hack his way to a throne.
What is this man's name?
Lord Hiron Vars.
And the company he keeps.
They like slaughter?
The names, they look like, what they do, how many?
I don't know. He fell in with a woman, very strange and arousing woman. Her name is
I want a description.
Yes.
Is she an elf?
Cora, they call her Cora Catonine. She's some sort of priestess.
And then some.
She likes flaying and whipping people. And an excellent interrogator. Might have been Vars's interrogator, or maybe the daughter of his interrogator. I didn't keep track of his strange vassals and servants. But,
all right. Next. Who else is with him?
I think they may be lovers. That might be a bit of dish you could use at your next noble gala. Or, well, I wouldn't want to... No, he's not the sort to take blackmail nicely. He's likely to hire assassins or, you know, wait for you on the road alone. He's put many people to their untimely grave.
There we go. I can hear you. Ah, it works. Fuck yeah. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that was balls. There we go. Sorry. Really? Well, now. Yeah,
He actually thinks that he should be king of Vied and Vade. He doesn't know that there are no kings anymore. He's insane.
So how did you fall in with them?
Threats, lots of threats to my person and beautiful face. I'm sorry, the Countess's day is done. When her husband, the late Count, died, all of her power went with her. I know that she's from some well-to-do family to the west, but they're not here. And Lord Hiron is. And when Lord Hiron shows up with his gang of thugs and says you're going to do something, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get all of you involved. In fact, I tried to convince the Countess not to hire you. It would have been all
self-serving. Now,
it would have been all perfect if you just didn't come along. You could still go away. We could wait for Mackenzie. We could wait for Mackenzie, and then we could just turn around and ride the other way.
Do you know who her family is? Do you know who she's related to?
She is an opal. That means she's imperial, or some imperial Avician noble half-breed. Hey, you have to be a noble to keep track of all that junk.
Apparently you don't. I'll let you know once we get closer to Vatapor.
Huh. Do you mean that I miscalculated? Well,
I mean that...
That's highly unlikely. I am feeling of the Vastwood.
We've probably saved your life. Had you gone and stole from her, your life would have continued for a very long time, probably in a cell being tortured by many things for what you've done. But I'm sure she'll forgive you.
All right, so Mortenzi, you are walking down the road and you see the caravan as expected.
Okay. He walks up to where everybody's standing. So what are we talking about?
Trying to find Mortenzi's token.
Because I put him right up next to the cage.
Okay. All right. I was like searching around in the darkness. Mortenzi comes popping around the corner. Ah, there he is! There he is! It's the little gnome creature with the hammer. Oh, great. He survived. He survived. Now you can let me go and heal me and put me back on my horse, please. Fuck you, it's my horse now, says Roger.
Not the deal. You stay in there until we get to the gates of Vatapor.
He is in my bed, why?
Oh, he's just sharing. He wanted to stay with you.
Oh, please don't make him come into the cage with me. These dwarves smell bad enough.
Oh, fine. But if you redden your lips, they're more gentle. And he pats his head.
He's kind of hanging through the bars. He doesn't put up much of a fight because he's got 50 damage.
Yeah.
He was bad, yes. He has the mark of Edward. Yeah.
What shall we tell our Countess? Says Radimer.
Exactly what we've found. Let her know that we're competent and she could rely on us for future dealings and perhaps some security in the town if we need some.
You're not thinking of going to the inn now that you know that Lord Hiron is there, are you?
Zorbinius says burn it to ashes.
So
Please,
Mortenzi,
please,
can you tell us what you
please
found there,
don't bring me there. I do not wish to see Lord Hiron. He's so miserable when he's in a bad mood. And I think
Mortenzi,
he's
what
going
did
to
you
be in a bad
find?
mood.
Who is Lord? No, Lord. Who is the Lord?
Mortenzi, what did you find?
Oh, Mortensi found people drinking and people leaving their things. He's got a bag with him, leaving their things for Mortensi, which is very nice.
Yeah, you grabbed 2 backpacks out of the inn.
That's good stuff
right.
there.
We saw Mortensi saw a man being paddled like a child because he was bad for not wearing clothes.
Tell me more. I'm jesting.
Marlon said, "Tell me more. I'm not done."
How many did you find in that were drinking?
Mark forgets. Just give me a second.
You probably estimate, probably like 6 or something.
Yeah, feel free to go back and...
was there. Mortensi was just there. Mark wasn't there since last
I
week.
guess. Yeah, it's been a week versus 2 minutes. Anything else of note?
Mortensi counts 7, but he saw a dwarf there. He does not think the dwarf is there for war. No, he left. No, not. Maybe, just in case, he lifts up his hammer, but probably no.
All right, so
Albanius could flip a coin.
7.
All right.
We can match the numbers. Says
yeah, but this one says he's a lord.
Two are
Here's the thing.
unprepared if we hurry. If we hurry, 2 are unprepared.
Here's the thing. He gave one of us a hard time, and if he says that the lord there scared him, then that lord will probably give 2 or 3 of us a hard time. That means we're outnumbered. Valen, how can we get around this?
I believe there's a roundabout in front of the inn, enough to turn around all of the wagons. But you could just put me on my horse, and they won't even know. They won't even know.
So there's a roundabout in front of the inn.
Yes.
What time is it right now?
It's late in the day, like 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Are they expecting us today? Or around?
Yes, in the next day or so.
Right. So we'll camp here and leave.
Mortensi's...
We were supposed to take the back roads all the way here, so we may be a little early, says Valen.
Is this the right way to where we're going?
What does this Lord Iron want?
Wants the things that are of wealth. Anything that he can carry off, I assume.
Yes, maybe he's turned to banditry, says Valen.
Or is there anything specific that you were told to keep an eye out for?
I hear that the Countess is quite wealthy and may have some magical trinkets. I'm sure that if we, well, let's just say hypothetically, you and I, all of you and I, were to rob the Countess, leave her on the roadside, and then go right ahead to Lord Hiron, give him what he wants, perhaps he would reward us. We'd make out like, well, bandits, I suppose.
Why does Valen not seem to understand he'll be lucky if we don't leave him with all his limbs broken in the woods?
He pulls his arms back through the bars.
I'm confused. I don't understand how he fails to see it. Oh well. And dwarves, if he does get out of line, you can eat one of his limbs. Arlen knows that they can't understand him. But he doesn't know. And
he's looking at the dwarves
and wheels away.
Dwarves are all okay. So you're done talking to him?
Yeah.
That's
good stuff.
Twinkles, that's Pinky, and that, the big one, is Tom.
Tell me if I'm starting to lean towards evil, but I'm just playing, just playing with this.
Yeah, Radimer walks with Arlen and starts pushing him.
Thanks. So, we are expecting trouble. I suggest we camp here for the night, and in the early morning, sneak our way past when they're likely sleeping.
Oh,
and Mortenzi's following.
if Mortenzi was setting a trap like they are setting trap, what Mortenzi would do is let us go to the inn and get settled and go to sleep and then attack us in our sleep, because they can't be ready for us if they don't know when we're showing up.
Unfortunately,
But if we
we've
are
wasted
showing
a lot
up-
of spells.
If we are showing up and they do not know that we are coming, then we can be prepared when we arrive.
But most of our spells, not most of our spells, I apologize. Many of our spells have been used.
Why? He is already hurt. And he pokes him in the charred side.
If
No,
we do
but-
not arrive with the woman, then perhaps a small enough group could be construed as travelers along the road.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Master is wise. Master is wise.
But that means we'd have to leave some folks here, and that would, I believe you would be safe. You would be safe with your mount.
Latara and I, perhaps I shall keep Sam and the gnome here, as the gnome is known in Vaed.
Right. Sam. What's his name? Wit or Will? Or something?
Widget.
Widget, Sam, and your small pet over there. You should be fine, more than fine.
Unless I send... He's torn. Do I send the lawful good paladin or the chaotic good Sam?
Sam. To be honest with you, I want Sam, and I don't want.
Sam.
I don't want.
If Mark the player's got to choose who he wants backing him up, it's the Sam.
Very well.
Barrack Tarn is fun, but
Send Sam. Sam is not recognizable as he was recently reincarnated. Barrack Tarn might be.
so at night we will make our move then.
Go there, assess and eliminate the threat if required. I will put my trust into you, Arlen.
All right. We will need a cart.
No. Affix yourself to Ugg or ride on
The horse.
Roger's new horse.
What if
He
that,
tries to smile, but it just comes out as like pursed lips and
Does that horse look like it's
Grimacing.
Does the horse look like it's been rented or recently bought, or does it look like you
looks
might
like
have
a-
seen Valen ride it?
it looks like a sturdy mount. It was Valen's horse.
Crap. What color is the horse?
Brown.
Any patches or anything on it, like in its head or anything like that?
Sure, it has some recognizable marks. And you know what with the horse? The thing that I've been sitting on for a while for Roger is that he's a ranger. And he gets hunter's bond. I was thinking that Roger was going to take a dog when he encountered it, but I think now he's going to bond with the horse and get a horse as an animal companion.
There's one thing we haven't done.
He could bond with the group, couldn't he, and give us half his bonus?
Marty, there's one thing we haven't done.
He could, but I think he needs some healing through tending to an animal.
Plus 2 versus humans. The whole group is all
Maybe he'll give his bond to his mount. I think he's
Arlen-
bonding with the horse is funny.
There's something important I forgot to do. Arlen's gonna go back and detect magic on Valen.
Okay. Oh, Valen's got a lot of magic items.
All right, if you'd be so kind as to remove the following items off your person and pass them through the
Oh,
bars.
but I don't go anywhere without my circlet, he says.
If you would be so kind as to remove the following items from your person and pass them through the bars.
But you may not like me if I take it off.
If I have to ask again, the wolves
Oh,
will do it off
all
your
right, all
corpse.
right, all right. He gives you his circlet. He gives you a ring. He's like, oh, but it's all bloody. He gives you his cloak. You're writing these down.
I am now.
Valen's circlet, ring, cloak, and then you have his rapier,
Okay.
which are all magical, minorly so, but. Do you have to take these things?
Valen's. So, rapier, ring, cloak, and circlet.
Yep. Ugg already grabbed his bow from him. It's a composite
He has a
longbow.
bow. Did he have any like hidden
Strength
daggers or anything
14. Yep. Yeah. Now that you guys are searching him, he's got 4 daggers.
Ugg is like not being gentle about searching.
Okay. There's one in my boot. He says. And to answer the question, what is Beric Tarn's progression? I think it'll be something like this.
Dragon.
That's what a 20th level Beric
that's
Tarn
what
looks like.
That's what I haven't been on a friggin'. I need to get on Twitch. That's what I didn't get on.
Beric Tarn is 1 training activity away from gaining Sorcerer as a Gestalt.
Oh, he's getting Sorcerer. I'm getting Sorcerer too. Because Sorcerer's so bad. Arlen.
All right, so you strip off the weapons off of Valen. He was hoping that you guys would have ignored it for a while.
No. Twitch.com.
So who shall go ahead then? Or mayhaps we should converse with our Countess.
I think we should keep her well informed of what's happening and of the decisions we make. But we are her bodyguards, so they are our decisions. She does not know our strengths, our weaknesses.
I do not mean to pry, says Edward, but do you have any healing for me? Or shall I ask for Bacab to help me out?
Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. I did see you there. I just didn't care. No, I'm just kidding. Come here. How much damage does he have? Sorry, I'm just.
20 damage.
He has 20 damage.
Perhaps we can share the burden. He will cast one spell.
No, don't.
Okay.
Save your magics. So a D8 plus 5. I'm still logging in. Someone roll D8 plus 5, please.
Out of combat, that becomes 9. You can take average.
Okay, so I'll give them 2 of those.
Okay. That feels much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. Alright. So now... it's to identify who's going to be joining us. But first, let's have a chat with the Countess.
Okay, you ride up to the Count. What is all the holdup? You can hear Sir Pauldro say to her, "I'm sure there's a good idea, a good reason why we have stopped."
I must apologize, Countess.
She sticks her head out of the window.
As expected, the rat Valen had sold you out to the ones you had mentioned earlier. They await for us at the inn that we are going to go to in a few minutes.
Oh, she says, "You mean Dockson's company is back?"
Yes. But fret not. We are going to go and deal with the situation beforehand, and you will remain here with many of our guards.
Dearie, if it is Dockson, he will run all of you through.
How long has he been adventuring?
I don't know, but these are men that you do not wish to meet with. You went ahead, didn't you? She says to Mortenzi.
Yes, Mortenzi, we gifted him with many of our magics, and as far as I can tell, undetected, he went in and spied on the inn and identified many of the assailants that await for us.
He said that Lord Hyron was there. Lord Hyron has teamed up with Doxon. She seems confused. And now worried.
Did he say Doxon?
That's what she asked.
Oh, then I made a boo-boo. It's not Doxon then.
She looks very afraid and is shaking a little.
Worry not. We are the most fearsome on the roads for the while.
I'm sorry, dears. I seem to have dragged you into something that I did not anticipate. Yes, Lord Hyron is he's a very rude man and has made it known that he does not like our family because of our imperial ties, you see. Lord Hyron Vaz is a butcher. He is a relic. He should be in a gladiatorial suit and in a ring. I'm sure he's killed more people on these roads. Blames them on bandits. I mean, he's a robber baron himself. A low-blooded noble that somehow... A low-blooded noble's line that somehow survived the purges from the Imperium.
I see. Can you tell me anything about his combat style? His fighting abilities?
He wears an old suit of heavy plate and likes to hack men down.
Probably a barbarian of some sort. Interesting.
No, not a barbarian, although very barbaric, she says. More of a butcher knight. If he is teamed up with Toxin, then our deaths lay ahead.
Yeah.
I did not expect Toxin to linger after I had given him Sir Ambrose's journal.
Fair enough. Thank you for your warning.
You there, Gnome? Gnome?
I'm sorry, he was...
Mortimer, is it?
Talking to his wife.
He's off having a conversation with Zorbinius.
I'll grease your wheels.
Yeah, just give him a moment, says Roger.
If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, she seems really worried, and Sir
I'm
Paul
going
Dro
to
is
make plans
fussing.
for us not to face them and to get around and on our way to Vadapol as soon as possible.
Ask your little gnome friend if he saw a red-haired man.
Will do. Vladimir. I mean Radomir. Holy crap. Oh, there he is. Mortenzi,
Yes.
did you spot a red-haired man?
Imposing figure, lots of pointy daggers and sharp things about him.
Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Yes.
No?
Yes. No. No.
There was
no.
a dude right
I
there.
thought-
That's exactly how I described him. The guy was the top left of the map, wasn't he? Never mind. I'm not there. Well, I am, but I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Top left?
He was at the top left of the bar.
No, that's the
There's
dwarf.
a dwarf. He had an axe and a shield, and looked like he was eyeing up the very shapely dwarven woman that was acting as server in the place.
Did he carry something like these? He still called them the bags.
I thought there was someone else here.
You dig through the bags. Remind me which rooms you took the bags from.
One sounded like it was the thieves' room, like had a bunch of daggers and.
It was that room right there, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one was from.
I think it was from. Oh, I am not. What just happened to my camera? Wasn't me.
So
I came back. There we go.
Edward, perhaps we can identify some of these things. They might be useful to us in the next coming day or so.
Oh, okay. The prospecting tools and the crossbow that was taken apart.
Probably the dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have left the crossbow exactly how it is, except taken like one small pin. So he's like, can't put it back in it.
All right. From one bag, you find some effectively prospecting tools.
Okay, I'm just gonna write this down.
50-foot hemp rope, grappling hook, a gold panhandler's pan, a small chisel, and what looks like a masterwork jeweler's appraisal kit. Actually, a little eyeglass and some stuff in there, and
Masterwork.
some samples of things like pyrite versus gold and that sort of thing. So, and a set of merchant scales was all kind of jammed into this bag.
Okay, got it all down.
And then on the other bag, this bag was much rougher. It contained also a coil of silk rope, 50 feet, a grappling hook, some pitons, a set of crampons, which are basically climbing gear. We'll call it a masterwork climbing kit. The equipment's much dirtier. You find a hand axe and a couple of potions.
What kind of potions?
Who's your spellcrafter?
Me, Marlon. So 25.
You do get the spell. I'm just trying to find it. There is a weird spell. I remember it does something for orcs.
So the ropes are very useful. This was a grappling hook.
To save time, there is a potion of bull strength and a potion of bear's endurance in there. Caster level 3. You find, let's see, money. If I roll a 3 on a D3 in each of the pouches. Okay, the dwarf had some of his gold. He found 28 gold pieces.
Okay, and the other one, climbing gear,
and 13 silver
in the
dwarf's pack. Yeah.
Okay.
Mortenzi's able to piece together whose rooms they were.
Right. And then the climbing kit. Did it have any gold there?
No.
Okay. Oh, that guy knows he's gonna get robbed.
Or he had it with it, or he had it with him when he was in the bar.
Yep. Okay, so took all that down. Where are we?
Your ice cream sounds really good, Mark. Bastard. just get all of it. Get it, son, get it.
Okay, well, from what the Countess is saying, we...
So she asked Mortenzi, did you see a red-haired man?
No.
She looks somewhat relieved. Then why did you say that you saw Doxson?
I must have been mistaken.
Your enemies are many, says Ratimer.
Nods to him, like, thank you.
She seems relieved, but you should still fear Lord Hiron. If that is indeed who you saw. Heavy plate, large man.
Oh, he had no clothes and was being whipped rather mercilessly.
All right, then.
It is rumored that he has strange tastes in the bedroom.
Well, they were in the bedroom, but he wasn't eating anything.
She smiles at this.
Oh, because he had a ball stuck in his mouth. Maybe that's why.
Lord Hiron, yes.
Right. I think we've gotten what we needed out of that conversation.
He does travel with poor company, those that are able to put up with his megalomaniacal rants. I wouldn't trust those that he travels with. Although I did meet an unfortunate fellow. I forget what his name was. Joran? Jimmy? She turns to Sir Paldro. Jander, yes. The poor fellow is from a line of wizards. Avician wizards, you see. He apparently flunked out of the Imperial Academy and was forced to return home to Castle Vars and serve his lord, who is currently Hiron.
So you're saying the wizard should not be killed?
Is there a way for us to get around the inn?
What I would hate to do is to rush around, and if they were to realize what happened, we would be far more exhausted trying to outpace just men and women on horseback. We are in a caravan. They would come to us when they are ready, and we would be exhausted any time they arrive. I think it'd be best to face this issue.
My gladiators have faced wyverns and hydras. They have faced ghouls in their den, and many other dangers. I am sure that a small group of bandits, lordly or no, will be no match for them.
Mortenzi once killed a scary old lad.
I'm sure you did, dear. I'm sure you did. Very well. Your confidence is inspiring, Necromancer. I will let you deal with this as you see fit. Be careful. Lord Hiron is a dangerous man. But I will not lose a wink of sleep if he fell by the sword that he lives by.
Would you prefer he was captured?
No.
Understood. Understood.
No one will be surprised if Lord Hiron dies on some backroad adventure of his. I'm sure that his current concubine will be relieved.
Yes, I imagine her shoulder's getting sore by now.
Oh, no, dearie, I'm not talking about that whip mistress that he follows around. I'm talking about the poor lass that was married to him.
Oh. I see.
She won't lose it. She will not shed a tear, and may actually get to sleep without fear.
Then may we relieve this world of one of its burdens, either today or tomorrow.
If you think you're strong enough. And
We are.
she pulls back from the wagon. I am so relieved that Doxon isn't with them. Lord Hiron and Doxon. Would you imagine that those pair and the chaos they could wreak? Yes, that would be most unfortunate, Countess. I am relieved that it is only one of them. Do you honestly believe that these gladiators will be able to stand against them? Yes, perhaps with surprise. They did say that they beat one of Chella's spawn. I'm not sure what that is exactly. Oh, it's some sort of hydra beast with the blood of... They're having a conversation about you within earshot. If you'd like me to continue, I could just keep on talking to myself. Perform, monkey DM, perform!
Okay, so we're spending the night to regain our spells and hitting them first thing in the morning, like first light.
I think that would be best. They would not expect us to come.
We should go now, says Ugg. I agree. If we are early, then maybe we go there and.
Here's the thing.
Mortenzi thinks we should go early.
So we are early because we traveled a different route. So if we were to arrive now, they would kind of expect us. If we were to arrive in the morning, it means we camped part way in the road, which would not be expected. So either we attack at night, late at night, or early in the morning.
Radimer's
Late at night can be good because they might be very drunk.
Radimer's removed himself from the conversation. The others are watching. Barak Tarn is keeping an eye on your new prisoner.
Yeah.
He trusts that you guys will do the right thing.
But the man has no armor right now. Right now. And the woman has only her... She has a whip, but no armor.
I'm not... I'm only speaking my mind, but if you all agree that we should go now, we will.
I still have many...
And the great dog is locked in the room, too, yes.
I have many blessings of Bakob still upon me. We can go there and have a look around. I know that you have cast some spells on Mortenzi on that first time that he went to looking.
I do have other spells, just... I'm not mobile.
Yeah.
I'm stuck to my chair now.
Good Horse and I want to go, says Roger.
All right. Roger, can I ride on your back?
Yep. Yeah, Good Horse is pretty strong.
All right.
Get up here, buddy.
The horse will not fit in the inn. Maybe you should ride on Ugg again.
Oh, that's a very good point. Ugg, I'm sorry to burden you.
No burden. You're light.
Yes, you and Baby fit nicely together on Ugg.
Fine.
I'll
leave Zorbinius. I will leave Zorbinius.
He hates that joke. He hates the joke.
Here's the thing. It's not a joke to him. There's an actual baby in Mortenzi's mind. There's an actual baby trying to get out of Ugg.
That's gross. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is gross.
All right, so he'll wear the straps and strap Arlen to Ugg. Arlen, do you want to be strapped forward or backward?
Forward.
Okay. You're leaving the chair in the noble covered wagon.
Yep. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll stay here, says Widget, because he's smoking a cigar.
All right.
I cast most of my spells on Mortenzi, anyways, so you know.
All right, Sam.
Plus, I've actually seen Lord Hiram before. I'm pretty sure he's watched me in the games. He'd know I was from Vaed.
All right. Nobody gives a shit. Okay, let's keep going.
He flicks ash in your general direction.
I'm jesting. No,
I'm on it.
Mean today.
Salted.
Barak, we'll leave the prisoner with you.
I
think
will
we're
watch
ready.
him. Says Baritone.
Thank you. I think we're all ready to go.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Yes.
go say hello to this
Mercilessly.
lord. Says Samuel.
Mercy. No mercy. Yes.
All right.
Yes. When I left the Lord and the spanking lady, I will show you what room they were in. The rest were all in the bar in area. The bar where people eat and drink.
You guys be careful, says Unwin.
Right. Thanks, Anduin. All right. Mortenzi, lead the way. So who's coming? Mortenzi,
All right,
me and Ugg,
yep,
Edward,
copying that group
Sam and Roger.
Sam.
Sam and Roger.
to the roadside inn map,
And
and I'll expose a little bit of the road.
Stupid bow strength. Bow damage. Bow damage. Bow damage.
What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm just saying weird stuff. It's good. Don't worry about it. Everybody wants to fight early. Fuck you guys. Okay. Map. Combat sheet. Here it is.
Okay, so you guys are traveling down the road.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of a roundabout, they said, or a couple of roundabouts where the road widens.
Ugh. I will provide you with strength when you're ready, when you need it.
Bull strength. All right. Need a marching order?
Side by side all the way down the road.
No. How about this? Sam, yep, and something along those lines. Something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's controlling whom?
I will control Mortenzi. Who do you want?
I'll take these three.
Which three?
Ugg, Arlen, and Roger.
Okay, so I'll take Sam, Edward, and Mortenzi.
Oh, whatever you want, man. I'm just saying.
All right. You guys can see this 1.5 story building. It's a large stone building. It's rather old. There are mosses and climbing up the rough stone walls of the building and hanging off of the roof. There is a bit of smoke from the hearth coming out of a chimney, as well as another chimney in the back where there's a whiter smoke where there might be where the kitchen was behind the bar that you saw, Mortenzi. It looks like it's got two main buildings separated by a walkway. The doors are open. It's in the later hours of the day. The shadows are really long. We'll say it's around 5-6 p.m.
Okay.
You can see the roundabout. Trees. It's almost like the like in another 10 years the forest would almost like swallow up this entire this entire building. There is a signpost above the main door that has a roughly carved looking bow that is pointed upwards. Handle
Okay.
upwards.
Yeah.
All right. Mortenzi, lead the way, please.
Mortenzi leads the way.
Do you want us to do initiative now, Marty, or
Well, what are you guys doing?
Mortenzi? What's the first target? Those two getting whipped would probably be the best idea.
Okay, Mortenzi points to this window here and kind of signals you to wait. He just kind of sneaks over and like wants to have a listen or look to see if the activity is still going on?
Okay, 1, the activity is still going on. 3, they're done. 2, it's somewhere in between. Okay, you can hear low conversation.
He's
And
doing
a sort of a wicked woman's laugh, like